Mary Jane? Go to the beach? Are you kidding? Well, it sounds wonderful, but I have to work. Yes, on a Saturday, yes. Now, wait a minute. That's not fair, comparing Mr. Mooney to Simon Legree. No, I'm not defending Mr. Mooney. I'm defending Simon Legree. No, I can't sneak away because Mr. Mooney's working right here with me. Yeah, he just went out to get me a sandwich. Take him to the beach with us? Are you kidding? All he thinks about is work, not having any fun. Of course, it might be very nice taking him to the beach and burying him in the sand head first. I think I hear the old slave driver coming. Bye. You needn't listen at the door, Mr. Mooney. Come on in. I'm working.
I was not listening at the door.
And how come you heard what I said?
Here's your sandwich.
Thank you.
That will be 35 cents. Well, maybe I can put it on my expense account.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney.
Don't start eating it yet. There's 20 minutes before lunchtime.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Well, now, I have another letter I want you to take down. It's very important.
But I haven't even finished these
Well, just
yet.
forget that for the moment. Now, this is to Jones, and Becker. Dear sirs, in regard to that contract you referred to in your letter of the 4th... What's the matter?
Writer's cramp.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, now, if you'd like to rest, Mrs. Carmichael, we can take a 2-minute break.
Thank you very much. I really don't see why we have to work on a Saturday.
We have to work on Saturday because of all the time you wasted on Friday.
What do you mean, wasted? A secretary's entitled to a lunch hour, isn't she?
From 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.?
Oh, all right, so I took a long lunch hours, only because I missed the morning coffee break.
That was because you got to work so late, the coffee break was over.
Oh, that's not true, Mr. Mooney.
Yes, it is.
No,
You're
just
always
because
late.
you say it doesn't mean that that's true.
Mrs. Carmichael, I don't want to get angry with you because I do appreciate the fact that you agreed to let me come over here and work in your apartment today.
Oh, that's all right. I just still can't understand why they don't give you a key to the bank.
They won't even give me a key to the washroom.
What's that?
Oh, I don't know.
Excuse me. Oh, good morning, Joe.
Good morning. 5 cents due on this one.
Oh, okay. Must be a letter from my son, Jimmy.
How can you tell?
Well, he writes to me all the time from school, but he won't spend any of his allowance on stamps. Here you are. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it's from my son, Jimmy, all right. Yeah. Dear Mom, our school has a new rule where we have to write at least one letter home every week. This is it. Yours truly, your son, Jimmy Carmichael. P.S. If you don't get this letter, let me know so I can write another one. Isn't that adorable, Mr. Mooney?
It's adorable, but it's not worth a nickel. Well, shall we get back to work now?
Yes, sir. As soon as I read this other letter, my goodness, this looks official.
Oh?
It's from the United States government.
Oh.
Oh, no! This is unbelievable.
They want you to pay more income tax.
No, worse than that.
Nothing can be worse than paying more income tax.
Yes, it can. I've been drafted.
You've been what?
Drafted.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Let me see that. There must be a mistake. Oh, well, of course. Now, this isn't addressed to Lucy Carmichael. It's addressed to Lou C. Carmichael.
Oh, thank goodness. Had me worried for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
What are you doing?
Throwing it away.
You can't throw away a letter from the United States government.
Well, for heaven's sake, it's an obvious mistake.
Well, I realize that, but you can't just ignore it. Now, we'll have to go down to the induction center and get this straightened out right away.
Oh, no. This is ridiculous, drafting a woman.
Well, I agree with you. It's silly, but we can't ignore this. Now, we have got to go down and straighten it out. When they find out that you're a woman, I'm sure it'll all be settled.
Well, I hope so. Do you think I'm going to have to go through a lot of red tape and...
Well, I know something about military matters. I'll go along with you.
Oh, well, thank you very much,
Now, you
Mr.
come
Mooney.
along now, right away. Hurry up.
Gosh, imagine a thing like that. Imagine putting me in the Army.
Don't worry. You'll never pass the physical.
Come in. Yes?
Sir, I am here about this induction notice.
You got drafted?
Sir, you don't understand.
Please, miss, let your father talk for himself.
I am not her father. Now, about this induction notice.
Mister, drafting you is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
You think that's ridiculous? Wait till you hear this.
What?
I'm the one that's being drafted.
Now, let me see that notice.
Now, see, it's addressed to Lou C. Carmichael. But I'm not Lou C. Carmichael. I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Yes,
I'm a girl.
Yeah, when you came in, I noticed you were rounder than most of the guys. Let me check my records. Baden, Barden, Browns, Burns, Kaplan. Oh, there we are. Carmichael. Lou C. Carmichael.
Now then, Lieutenant, I suggest that you get in touch with your superior officers
Now,
immediately.
just
and we'll
a
get
second, buddy.
Oh.
Don't come in here and start giving me orders. That's the trouble with you civilians. You think you know everything.
I want you to understand, sir, that I was an officer during the last war.
Really? On which side?
Pardon me, sir. Look, this is my boss, Mr. Theodore J. Mooney, and he just came down here to help me straighten this out.
Well, you could have straightened it out yourself. It's obviously a mistake.
Oh, well, good then. We can go. Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
Halt! About face! Now, there's no doubt that this is a mistake.
Well, then why can't I leave?
Because my orders call for a Lou C. Carmichael to be inducted. Unless those orders are changed by someone higher up, Lou C. Carmichael is going to be inducted.
I'm not Lucy. I'm Lucy. You said yourself it was a mistake.
I know, but I haven't got the authority to change it. This is the Army. We go by rules and regulations. And unless my orders are changed, you are in the Army.
This is all a terrible mistake.
Oh, what's so terrible about it? Why not look at the bright side?
What bright side?
Well, you're bound to be the most popular soldier in your barracks.
Okay, son, you passed the physical. Finish dressing and report to room 203.
Yes, sir.
Next. Name?
Look, sir, this thing is a whole...
Name?
I'm trying to tell you, this thing is a mistake.
Name.
Carmichael.
Strip to your shorts, Carmichael.
I will not.
What some guys won't do to stay out of the Army.
I am not a guy, I'm a girl. My name is Lucy, Lucy. I got an induction notice that was supposed to be for a man named Lou C. Lou period, C period. This whole thing is a silly mistake.
Well, of course it's a mistake.
Oh, well, good. Then can I go?
Well, I'm afraid I can't let you go now because
Because you haven't got the authority.
That's
And
right.
because there are rules and regulations.
That's right.
And you have to follow orders. And because you have to take it to someone higher up. And that may take weeks. Well, what am I supposed to do until then, Doctor?
Till then, you're in the Army.
in the Army.
All right, now...
That's not fair. I don't want to be in the Army.
Calm down. The Army never hurt anybody. It'll do you a lot of good. It'll make a man out of you. What I mean is, we'll rectify this mistake just as soon as possible. I'll get your complete file here. We'll wire all the facts to the Pentagon in Washington, and they'll straighten it out in no time. Let's see, Carmichael. Here we are, Carmichael. Lucy... Wait a minute. You are definitely not supposed to be in the Army.
Of course not.
You're in the Marines.
I feel naked.
I think they used a lawnmower on me. What are you bawling about, Mac?
My hair. They cut off my hair.
So what? They cut mine too, and mine was longer than yours.
All right, you guys, put your hats on and pull in. Count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
9. Okay. Who's the wise guy with the phony voice?
It's me, and I'm not a guy. I'm a girl.
A girl?
I told you the Marine Corps is better than the Army.
Okay, knock it off. What you doing here?
No, I'm here because of a mistake.
It better be a mistake.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happened?
Well, I was working with my boss one, Saturday morning in my apartment, and that's because I missed my coffee break, and, well, we had to work. And anyway, I got this draft notice, and it was for a Lucy Carmichael, and my name is Lucy Carmichael, and I'm a girl. And Lucy Carmichael is a man, I guess. Unless maybe Lou is short for Louise. In that case, boy, there's really been a mistake made because...
Forget it, fall in!
But I don't belong here, sir. Please let me go home.
Look, I can't even let me go home.
But it's all a big mistake.
I can see that, but I gotta follow regulations. Take your case up with the lieutenant. He'll take it up with the captain. He'll take it up with the major. He'll take it up with the general, and he'll take it up with the Pentagon.
And what happens then?
I don't know. I never get past the lieutenant.
But, Sergeant, look...
But until we hear from the Pentagon, you're going to be treated like every other guy in this outfit. A regulation is a regulation. I got orders to make Marines out of you, Boots, and that's what I'm going to do. Fall in. We're going to start with the manual of arms. Carmichael, why didn't you get a rifle?
Because I think it's silly for me to go through all this physical training.
Yes. There.
Oh, now you did it. Now you did it.
Did what?
You ruined my manicure.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm putting on my gloves. I paid $2 for that manicure, plus a 50-cent tip.
Yellow gloves are not regulation.
Well, neither am I regulation.
Okay, just get back in line.
There's no need to yell.
Just follow orders and I won't yell. Now, man, your rifle is your best friend. You take care of it, it will take care of you. And remember, a dirty rifle is a no-good rifle. So the first thing to do is to make sure your rifle is safe and clean. So, check your rifle. Carmichael, pick up that rifle.
I don't want to.
I said pick up that rifle.
I will pick up that rifle when I get good and ready.
The sergeant's going to go through the basic moves of the manual of arms while I call off the orders. And he's only going to do it once. So you better be sure you watch close, because I expect you guys to do it perfect. All right, Sergeant. Reset. Ha! Order. Ha! Right shoulder. Ha! Left shoulder. Ha! Order. Ha! Red. Ha! Now, any questions?
Yes, could I see him do it one more time?
That was it, Carmichael. Thank you, Sergeant.
Well, I certainly didn't get very much out of that snappy little drill, did you? Were you able to get that fast, for heaven's sake?
Attention! Reset. Hey! Order. Hey! Right shoulder. Hey! Keep away from me.
What you want?
Carmichael, with you in the service, we'll run out of Purple Hearts in a week. Fall in.
Terribly sorry.
All right, now, let's see. What's the last thing we did?
I hit him in the head, and then I hit him in the stomach.
I don't mean that. Where were we in the manual of arms?
Oh,
Right shoulder arm, sir.
That's right. All right, right shoulder. Hey! Left shoulder. Hey! Order. Hey!
Sergeant, you're supposed to be teaching these men the manual of arms, not square dancing.
I am at attention. My field pack's at ease.
Ground your packs. Come on. And on your feet, Carmichael. It was only a 12-mile hike.
It was only a 12-mile hike.
Come on. Now, men, this is the obstacle course.
Yeah, I can see that. And, Sergeant, I want to tell you, this is ridiculous, making me go through this obstacle course. I am not going to be here
Until we hear from the Pentagon, you're just another Marine. And you're going to do everything that every other Marine does. Now, listen.
Well, I'm not going to wear this helmet. It's too noisy.
Noisy.
Yeah, bangs against my earrings.
The helmet stays on, the earrings come off. The earrings come off.
Okay, if you don't care how anybody looks in this chicken outfit.
Pick up that helmet. Pick it up. Now then, first thing we're going to do in the obstacle course is the tire routine. You line up here in a single file and go through the tires. Come on now, on the double.
On the double.
Look alive, Carmichael. Come on, let's go.
On the double.
That's it. Come on, seven him. Come on. Hit the hole, Carmichael. Don't drag it. Get rid of it. All right. Carmichael, if we could use you as a secret weapon, we could rule the world. All right, men, now the left. can you pull yourself together? Would you be so kind as to join us over at the landing net?
Yes, I'll be so kind as to join you.
Now then, we have one thing left in the obstacle course, and that is the landing net. Half of you go around that way, and half of you go around this way. Come on, look alive, look alive. Up you go, over you go, and down the front.
Oh, are you kidding?
Here I go. Here you go. Come on.
Up you go, over you go. Up you go, and over you go, and down the front. Big deal.
Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Now grab the rope. Grab the rope, Uncle Blair. That's it. Now pull your legs out. Pull your legs out.
Sergeant! Marines, do not fight piggyback.
Mrs. Carmichael, where are you?
I'm up here.
Good heavens, what are you doing up there? Come down at once. Put her down, sir. The idea. Come on. There you go. That's right. Mrs. Carmichael, I have wonderful news for you.
What?
Here's your discharge from the Marine Corps. Yes, and it's effective immediately. Starting first thing tomorrow morning, you come back to work for me.
Mr. Mooney, I want you to have this.
What's that?
My medal for bravery. You deserve it more than I do.
Hey, this is great, but it doesn't mention my being a woman.
I know they didn't care about that. I got you out because of your dependents, your 2 children.
Oh. Oh, boy, I've made military history.
Oh?
Yeah, I think I'm the first Marine ever to get out of the service because he was a mother. Goodbye, Sarge.
Well, I can't say I'm sorry to see you go, but at least there's one consolation.
What's that?
After trying to train you, I can't possibly ever get a bigger knucklehead in my
What'd you say?
They sent me over here as Carmichael's replacement.
Good luck, buddy.
It's 10:30. Where have you been?
Oh, everywhere. This certainly has been a busy morning.
Don't give me that. Now is the moment you came to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where are you going? Mrs. Carmen! If you are ready, I would like you to take some dictation.
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
I have to get a note out with these contracts that have to get out this morning.
Yes, sir.
Now then, this note goes to Mr. John Wayne.
John Wayne died.
Mrs. Carmichael,
yes.
Mr. Wayne is a client, and when I dictate correspondence to him, I wish you would refrain from going, "Gah!"
I can't help it. He's my all-time favorite.
Nevertheless, I wish you wouldn't fall apart every time I mention his name.
I just wish he was here to pick up the pieces.
I am not interested in whom you would like to be picked up by. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, let's get busy, please. And will you sit down? You can't take dictation standing up, I have to say.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Now then, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Dear Mr. Wayne.
Dear Mr. Wayne.
Enclosed herewith is the movie script you sent us, along with the final contracts regarding our financing of your current production, the one about the war wagon.
The war wagon?
Yes.
What's a war wagon?
Well, it's a large armored wagon, and in this picture, it's transporting gold across dangerous, hostile territory.
Oh, are there Indians in it?
Yes.
And who else is in the picture with
I
you?
don't know. Let's get on with the dictation, please. I haven't finished the note.
He always gets the girl, doesn't he?
Yes.
That's good. And the girl's usually Maureen O'Hara, you notice? I'd like to be in.
Just take that.
Yes, I have.
Now, let me see where we're... yes. We are very pleased to participate in a venture that has already made your company so prosperous.
Prosperous?
Yes, prosperous.
Couldn't we just say rich?
Mrs. Carmichael, if you don't know how to spell prosperous, you can look it up in the dictionary.
Well, you have to know how to spell it before you can look it up. Besides, I think Mr. Wayne would say rich. I don't think he'd say prosperous.
Oh? Well, now, maybe Mr. Wayne would say rich. All right, put down rich, then sign it yours truly, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mooney, instead of signing the letter yours truly, I think Mr. Wayne would like it better if you said something like, until our trails cross again, may your grazing be the greenest and your water hole never run dry. I remain yours till the feathers of the red man turn gray. And sign it your bronco-bustin' buckaroo, Tex Mooney.
And how would I send it? Pony Express?
Well, I just thought that...
Never mind, Mrs. Carmichael. Just sign it yours truly and sign Theodore J. Mooney.
All right.
Oh, here. These are the contracts that go with the note. I want you to take them to the studio immediately.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll see that Mr. Wayne gets them personally.
Oh, no, you don't. Just take them to the entrance and leave them with the receptionist.
But, Mr. Mooney, it wouldn't be any trouble at all. My girlfriend, Mary Jane, works at that studio, and I could have lunch with her.
No, Mrs. Carmichael. Just leave them with the receptionist and don't bother Mr. Wayne.
Mary Jane? Oh, Mary Jane, I just saw some Indians. Oh, gee, look at all these wonderful costumes. Oh, it must be fun working in a studio with all kinds of glamorous stars around all the time.
Yeah, it is fun.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Ed. Hi, Mary Jane.
Oh, hi, Ed. Ed, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Lucy Carmichael. This is Ed Nelson.
Doesn't that hurt?
Not me. But it sure bothers my wife when we're dancing.
That's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Oh, hi.
Oh, that was Burt Lancaster, wasn't it?
Oh, no, Lucy, that's Mr. Simon. He's the director.
Oh, sure looked like Burt Lancaster.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Hi.
Oh, I recognized him. That's Richard Chamberlain.
No, Lucy, that's a studio doctor.
Oh, really? Who was that, the janitor?
That was Milton Berle.
Milton Berle? Oh, for heaven's sake, wait till I tell the girls I nearly saw Milton Berle. Was it really
Yes,
Milton
it was.
Berle?
But listen, honey, listen. Lucy, we
Yeah.
have to order. You're going to be late getting back to work now.
Oh, I don't care if I am late getting back to work. I'm still so mad at Mr. Mooney for insisting that I leave those contracts with the receptionist. You'd think a man would understand how much a woman would like to meet John Wayne personally.
Yes, you certainly would.
Do you know John Wayne?
Not personally.
Well, then I think I'll introduce you.
Do you know him?
No, but I will when I give him these contracts.
Lucy, I thought you gave those to the receptionist.
Not on your life. You think I was going to give up a chance like this? I'm going to give these to Mr. Wayne personally. Now, do you think he'll be in here for lunch?
Well, he usually is, but sometimes he has lunch in his dressing room.
Oh, really?
Hi, Mary Jane. Oh, hi, Joyce. Hey, Joyce.
Yeah?
Do you know where Mr. Wayne is?
No, I don't. Anything I can do?
Well, my friend's looking for him.
Oh?
Yes, I work in the bank, and I have some very important contracts for Mr. Wayne.
Oh, Oh, yes, we've been expecting those. Thank you so much.
Who's that?
The receptionist.
The receptionist? Oh, no. Thought you didn't know him.
I don't.
Well, he said hello to you.
Well, he says hello to everybody.
He called you honey.
He doesn't know my name.
Gee, that's even better than a name. Oh, if he ever called me honey, wow.
He's very friendly.
Is he?
Oh, he's so nice.
Mary Jane, you wanted on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Here's your usual, Mr. Wayne.
Thank you. Oh, bring me some ketchup.
Right.
There you are, sir.
Thank you.
Anything else I can get for you, sir?
No, I'm fine.
Howdy.
Hi.
I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Oh, well, I'm John Wayne.
I know you are. It's nice meeting you, Mr. Wayne. I work at the bank, and I brought some contracts over here for you today.
Well, thank you.
I thought about bringing them to you in person, but I realized that you're a very busy man, and I didn't want to bother you.
Oh, I'm never that busy.
Yeah, well, whether you're busy or not, I just thought there's no reason for people to bother you, and that's why I left the contracts outside with the receptionist, so I wouldn't bother you.
Well, that's very considerate.
It must be very bothersome, people bothering you all the time, like when they ask you for your autograph and everything.
Well, I never considered that a bother.
Oh, can I have your autograph?
Well, of course.
Thank you.
Did you bring a piece of paper?
No. I didn't want to bother you, but could you maybe put it on the back of this?
Well, this is a page out of my script.
Oh, I would love to have a page out of your script.
Well, it's...
I would love that. Would you care for something?
Well, would you like something?
Well, just a cup of coffee if it's no bother.
Oh.
Now then, just say to my dear friend Lucy Carmichael.
To my dear friend Lucy
Carmichael, Carmichael. I always spell it for people because sometimes they spell it E-A-L, and we have the Scotch clan spelling A-E-L. My maiden name used to be McGillicuddy. That's how Scotch I am.
Oh.
Let's see. Who I enjoyed having lunch with in person. I mean you in person, not me. Who I enjoyed having lunch with in person, together, today, alone. Together, today, alone.
Together.
Today, alone.
Alone.
Yes, now if you just put the date down there in the corner.
The date?
Yeah, when I get back to the bank, I'm going to have it notarized.
Notarized?
Yeah, well, they'll never believe this back home. Thank you so much. Oh, I'll cherish this. Thank you. You know, Mr. Wayne, I watch all of your old pictures on television.
Do you?
And even though I know you started out quite a long time ago, you still look so handsome and so young.
Well, thank you. I'd like to have that notarized.
Well, it's true. Most actors don't look anything like they do in their old pictures on television.
You know what I think ages them?
What?
Staying up all night watching their old movies on television.
Oh, you're funny. You know, I think I've seen every picture you ever made.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Some of them 8 or 10 times.
Well, thank you. That's very nice.
You know you were such a sensational Army general in a picture called Cast a Giant Shadow. An Army general. And what a dashing naval officer you were in Harm's Way. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, did you enjoy making that?
Very much.
Did
yeah.
John Ford direct it?
No, he didn't direct it.
He directs most of your pictures, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. And most of the time you have Maureen O'Hara in your pictures,
That's
don't you?
right, yeah.
She has beautiful red hair.
Yeah.
You know something? You were the greatest Marine of all times in the sands of Iwo Jima. Just the greatest.
Well, thank you.
Gee, you've been in every branch of the service. No wonder we won the war.
Well, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, you've been in the service so long, I think Bob Hope should play a Christmas show just for you. Yeah, I'm a little trouble with that. Here, let me help. Terribly sorry. Here, let me help you.
No, don't help,
Oh,
please.
I'm terribly
well, Miss
sorry.
Carmichael, I think that I'd better get back to the dressing room and study my lines.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wayne. Oh, here, you haven't even touched your
Well, I'll take it
sandwich.
with me.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Mr. Wayne, here. You might want that where it
Thank you.
belongs.
Now, Lucy, they don't usually allow visitors on the set, honey.
Yeah.
But I'll talk to the assistant director. Oh, Brian.
Oh, hello, Mary Jane.
Hi. Listen, Brian, this is my friend Lucy Carmichael.
How do you do?
And she wants to see John Wayne shoot.
Well, we don't usually allow visitors on the set.
Well, I told her that.
I'm a personal friend of Mr. Wayne's. As a matter of fact, I just had lunch with him.
Oh, well, in that case, I guess it will be all right.
Oh, good.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
And I'll see you later.
Right.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Okay, places, everyone getting ready to roll, huh? John, you ready?
I was born ready.
Lady, would you mind stepping over a bit? Oh, you're right in front of my camera.
Oh, is that the cat?
Thank you.
Excuse me.
All right, now. All right, let's get ready. Rolling.
War Wagon Company, scene 53, take one.
Tall, we better get out of here. This place is loaded with Pierce's men.
Way I look at it, this place is loaded with 2 of our men.
But, Tall, there's 10 of Pierce's men here, and there's only 2 of us. Couldn't we pick a time when the odds are more even?
Okay, let's wait around until 6 or more Pierce's men come in.
Ha ha! You tell him, that's right.
Who's that?
Someone the bank sent over not to bother me.
Is she a friend of yours?
Seems that way.
Look, I want absolute quiet on the set.
Quiet!
Absolute quiet!
Ah! Oh, my, that is a hot light. Oh, my, did you have a lot of those hot lights around you like that?
Yes, Liddy.
Oh, I
Yes, you
didn't
see,
know
we
that
have
was
them
it.
all over the set. If you look
Yeah,
right around, we
I
have them.
see.
You have to be careful where you
Yes,
stand.
I
Madam.
will.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, look, and I must ask you, please, don't react that way off camera.
Oh,
we have to have absolute...
I got something to tell you. That's the way they're going to react to Mr. Wayne all over the country in every theater that he plays in.
Yes, I hope so, but-
You better just get used to it. When they hear a line like that, they say, yeah.
Yes, but that's in the theater, ma'am. Here on the set,
Oh,
we can't
well,
have that. You see,
well.
all these actors have to be able to concentrate when
Oh,
Mr. Wayne
well,
comes in.
let them get used to it, because if they're in a Wayne picture, they're in the best, and that's the way they feel.
Yes, you're right. You're right, and that's what we want. But you'll help
Okay,
us a great
okay,
deal if
fine,
you'll
fine.
just take it easy, right?
Take it easy,
Just
but
don't
I
get too
react
upset.
the way I feel. Watch out for those hot lights.
John, Burt Lancaster's shooting on the next stage. Couldn't you send her over there?
Why? Bert's never done anything to me.
Well, all right, if you want to let her stay around. All right, places, everybody. We'll pick it up from Mr. Wayne's last line. Roll 'em.
Scene 54, take one.
Action.
Okay, let's wait around until 6 more of Pierce's men show up.
Howdy, Tall.
Been a long time.
Yeah. Been a long time.
You mouth off like that again, and you'll be a dead man.
Cut!
saying I didn't move.
You and the boys have been looking for me, Pierce.
That's right, Tall.
Well, now you can stop looking and start talking.
Well,
You mouth off like that again and you'll be pushing up daisies.
if you're looking for trouble, Tall, I got plenty of boys that can give it to you.
Got nice to Mr. Wayne.
Well, I know that. We're just trying to...
Look at her standing there with that silly...
All my friends. Why, actually, this fella and I started together 20 years ago.
Yeah, way over 20.
Never mind. How good of friends we
All
are.
right, let's get back to work. Now, look, John, this time I want you to take one of these blood capsules, put it in your mouth, bite down on it during the fight so we get a good shot of the blood, huh?
Okay.
I just had no idea that they were so rough. He could really get hurt.
I've seen Mr. Wayne get hurt plenty of times.
You have?
Sure, sometimes those stuntmen are so anxious to make things look good that they get carried away.
I'll say they do, and I think this is one of the times they got carried
All
away.
right, folks, a very important scene. I want it to go well, so the action where Chuck gets the knife from Helen, right? You ready? Make it good, gang. Roll 'em!
Scene 57, take one.
All right, lady, that's all. Now you're gonna have to leave.
Oh, why should I leave? I'm Mr. Wayne's best fan. I didn't mean to hurt him. I didn't mean to do him any harm. Say something, Mr. Wayne.
Goodbye, buddy.
He called me honey. He called me honey.
Saturday morning arrived with a kind of cheerful sunlight that seemed almost personally offended by anyone who had to work. Lucy Carmichael stood beside the window of her apartment, holding the telephone against her ear and staring at the beach towel hanging from a chair. The towel had been waiting all week for its great weekend adventure. Lucy had promised herself that on Saturday she would do absolutely nothing useful. That promise had lasted until her friend Mary Jane called. Mary Jane was already at the beach. Lucy could hear gulls in the background and the distant laughter of people who apparently had discovered the secret of happiness. A beach day was exactly what Lucy wanted. Unfortunately, Mr. Mooney was sitting at her dining table with a briefcase, several folders, and the expression of a man who believed relaxation was a contagious disease. Lucy lowered her voice. "Mary Jane, I would love to come, but I have to work." Mary Jane answered with something that made Lucy glance nervously toward the table. Lucy whispered that comparing Mr. Mooney to a cruel taskmaster was unfair. She paused. Then she added that she was not defending Mr. Mooney. She was defending the historical reputation of the other man. Mr. Mooney looked up. Lucy immediately smiled at him. He returned the smile with suspicion. Mary Jane suggested bringing Mr. Mooney to the beach. Lucy nearly dropped the telephone. She imagined Mr. Mooney sitting beneath a beach umbrella while calculating expenses in the sand. She imagined him inspecting the waves and complaining about wasted water. She imagined him charging the ocean for overtime. The thought was so ridiculous that Lucy had to cover her mouth to keep from laughing. Mary Jane asked whether Lucy was coming. Lucy promised she would try. Then she heard footsteps approaching the door. She quickly said goodbye. The door opened. Mr. Mooney entered carrying a sandwich. "You need not listen at the door, Mr. Mooney," Lucy said. "I was not listening at the door," he replied. "Then how did you hear what I said?" "I have excellent hearing." "You have excellent hearing whenever I am discussing you." Mr. Mooney placed the sandwich on the table. "Here is your lunch." "Thank you." "That will be 35 cents. Lucy stared at him. "You are charging me for the sandwich?" "It is a business expense." "It is a sandwich." Everything becomes a business expense when you are responsible for a bank. Lucy sighed and reached for her purse. Mr. Mooney stopped her. "Wait." "What?" "It is not lunchtime yet." Lucy looked at the clock. There were still 20 minutes before lunch. 20 minutes. She looked at the sandwich. The sandwich looked back at her. Mr. Mooney opened another folder. "We have important work to finish." Lucy leaned back in her chair. "It is Saturday." "Exactly." People are supposed to enjoy Saturday. Some people do. And some people? Some people are employed by me. Lucy gave him a long look. Mr. Mooney smiled. She decided that arguing with him before lunch was too dangerous. She picked up her pen. Mr. Mooney began dictating a letter. Dear gentlemen, in regard to the contract mentioned in your recent correspondence. Lucy wrote carefully. Then she stopped. Mr. Mooney looked up. What is the matter? My hand hurts. You have been writing for several minutes. Exactly. It has been a very difficult several minutes. Mr. Mooney considered this. We can take a brief break. Lucy smiled. Thank you. 2 minutes. 2 minutes? That is very generous. It is not generosity. It is productivity. Lucy looked toward the window. Outside, the sky was blue. The beach was waiting. The weekend was waiting. And Mr. Mooney was waiting for her to finish a letter nobody in the world would remember. Lucy suddenly remembered something. Why are we working on Saturday anyway? Because of Friday. What happened Friday? You took too long at lunch. I was entitled to a lunch break. Your lunch break was 1 hour. I know. You were gone for nearly 3 hours. I missed the morning coffee break. Because you arrived after it ended. Lucy folded her arms. That is one interpretation. It is the only interpretation. Before Lucy could answer, someone knocked on the door. It was the mailman. He handed Lucy a letter. There was a small postage charge. Lucy paid it. Mr. Mooney watched. Another unnecessary expense. It is a letter from my son. How do you know? Because he writes to me often. Does he buy his own stamps? Lucy looked at the envelope. She already knew the answer. She opened it. The letter was short. Her son explained that his school had created a new rule requiring students to write home every week. This was his weekly letter. He signed it affectionately. Then came a final note explaining that if the letter did not arrive, Lucy should tell him so he could write another one. Lucy laughed. Mr. Mooney tried not to smile. That is actually rather sweet, he admitted. You see? Yes. It is also an expensive way to prove that your son knows how to write his own name. Lucy put the letter beside her. For a moment, the apartment became quiet. She thought about her children. No matter how chaotic life became, those little messages always reminded her why she worked so hard. Mr. Mooney noticed her expression. He softened. You are a good mother, Mrs. Carmichael. Lucy looked surprised. That may be the nicest thing you have said all morning. Do not become accustomed to it. She smiled. Then she noticed another envelope. It was official. Very official. The seal made her nervous. She opened it. Her face changed. Mr. Mooney immediately noticed. What is it? Lucy handed him the paper. They read it together. The letter was an official notice concerning military service. Lucy blinked. Mr. Mooney blinked. They read it again. Lucy whispered that there must be some mistake. Mr. Mooney agreed. Then he noticed the name. Lucy Carmichael. Lucy stared at him. That is my name. Yes. So, why does this say I have been called for service? Perhaps the government has finally discovered your talent for making trouble. Lucy stared at him. That is not funny. I am trying to make the situation less alarming. Well, it is not working. Mr. Mooney examined the paper again. Perhaps there is another person with the same name. Lucy pointed at the address. It is my address. That is unfortunate. Very. The two of them decided there was only one sensible thing to do. They would go to the induction office and correct the mistake. Lucy expected someone there to look at her, laugh politely, stamp a form, and send her home. Instead, the clerk looked at the document. Then he looked at Lucy. Then he looked at the document again. Name? Lucy Carmichael. The clerk wrote something. Occupation? Bank secretary. The clerk looked up. Gender? Lucy stared. Woman. The clerk paused. He looked at Mr. Mooney. Mr. Mooney immediately raised both hands. Do not look at me. The clerk examined his paperwork. According to these records, Lucy Carmichael is expected to report. I am Lucy Carmichael. The clerk nodded. Then there must be another Lucy Carmichael. Lucy pointed toward herself. There is only one Lucy Carmichael in this room. The clerk sighed. That makes the paperwork considerably more complicated. Mr. Mooney stepped forward. Sir, this is obviously an administrative error. I agree. Then correct it. I cannot. Why not? Because I do not have authority to change the order. Who does? My superior. And who is your superior? The clerk gave them a complicated answer involving another office, another officer, another department, and several forms. Lucy listened. By the end, she looked exhausted. Mr. Mooney leaned toward her. This is government efficiency. Lucy whispered that she had never felt so patriotic. The officer eventually instructed Lucy to remain available until the matter could be resolved. Lucy protested. She had children. She had a job. She had a sandwich waiting at home. The officer looked sympathetic. He promised the situation would be resolved as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the fastest way to resolve it appeared to involve sending the paperwork upward. The next morning, Lucy received further instructions. She had not been released. Somehow, through an extraordinary chain of administrative confusion, she had been temporarily assigned to a training program while the authorities investigated the mistake. Lucy stared at the new papers. Mr. Mooney stared at them too. Lucy said she had the feeling that someone was playing a practical joke on her. Mr. Mooney said that if someone was, they had an unusually large budget. She arrived at the training center wearing ordinary clothes and carrying a small suitcase. An officer examined her papers. Then he examined Lucy. Then the papers again. You are supposed to be here. I am supposed to be somewhere else. That is not what the paperwork says. The paperwork has been wrong since yesterday. The officer smiled sympathetically. We have regulations. Lucy closed her eyes. Everyone has regulations. The officer explained that until the correction arrived, she would have to follow the ordinary training schedule. Lucy looked toward Mr. Mooney. He had come along to help. Now he looked strangely entertained. Do not smile, Lucy warned him. I am not smiling. Your face is smiling. My face has always been optimistic. Lucy pointed at him. If you leave me here, I will never forgive you. I would never leave you. Thank you. Besides, I want to see what happens. Lucy gasped. Mr. Mooney. I am your boss. That does not mean you have to enjoy this. He smiled. She entered training. The first lesson was simple. Stand straight. Lucy stood straight. Turn left. Lucy turned right. Turn right. Lucy turned left. The instructor stopped. Mrs. Carmichael. Yes. You appear to have your own system. I call it improvisation. This is not an improvisational activity. That is unfortunate. The other trainees tried not to laugh. Lucy became friends with them almost immediately. She discovered that everyone was nervous about something. One young trainee worried about disappointing his parents. Another worried about never learning the complicated commands. A third worried that he would never remember where he had left his hat. Lucy told them that adults often pretended to know what they were doing. Sometimes they were simply better at hiding the confusion. The group laughed. Even the instructors smiled. The training continued. There were exercises involving marching, carrying equipment, climbing practice, and an obstacle course. Lucy approached each challenge with enthusiasm. Unfortunately, enthusiasm was not the same thing as coordination. During the first exercise, she became tangled in her own equipment. During the second, she climbed the wrong ladder. During the third, she discovered that a heavy training pack had been designed by someone who apparently disliked human beings. The instructor shouted instructions. Lucy shouted questions. The instructor shouted louder. Lucy shouted louder than him. Soon both of them were exhausted. Finally, the instructor said that the most important lesson was discipline. Lucy answered that discipline was a wonderful idea and that she hoped someone would invent it soon. The other trainees laughed. The instructor tried to remain serious. He failed. The atmosphere changed after that. The training was still demanding, but it became less intimidating. Lucy discovered that the instructor was not cruel. He was simply responsible for keeping a group of very different people organized. She began listening more carefully. She learned to work with the others. When one trainee struggled with a difficult exercise, Lucy encouraged him. When another became embarrassed after making a mistake, she told him that mistakes were simply proof that he was learning. The instructor noticed. Later, he told her that she had a strange way of creating order out of chaos. Lucy said that she had been practicing for years. At the end of the week, the paperwork finally moved upward. Then it moved sideways. Then it disappeared. Then it returned. Each time Lucy asked whether she could go home, someone told her that another office had to approve it. She began to suspect that the government had created an entire department whose sole purpose was preventing Lucy Carmichael from going home. Mr. Mooney visited again. Lucy greeted him with folded arms. "Have you come to rescue me?" "I have come to check on an important employee." "How thoughtful." "Also, I brought your mail." "Anything for my children?" "Several letters." Lucy immediately smiled. She read them carefully. One letter contained a drawing. Another described a school event. A third simply said that everyone missed her. Lucy became quiet. Mr. Mooney watched her. "You should be home with them." "I know." He looked at the military paperwork. "I may know someone who can help." Lucy looked up. "You do?" "I have spent my entire career dealing with people who believe paperwork is more important than people." That sounds like a compliment. It was not intended as one. But he smiled. Mr. Mooney began making calls. Lucy continued doing her best. She learned to march. She learned the basic movements. She learned how to cooperate. Most importantly, she learned that people who seemed intimidating often had worries of their own. The instructor eventually told her that she had become one of the most memorable trainees he had ever encountered. Lucy thanked him. Then she asked whether that was good. He said he had not decided. One afternoon, the final message arrived. The mistake had been confirmed. Lucy Carmichael was not supposed to be in the service. She was free to return home. Lucy read the notice twice, then a third time. She looked at the instructor. "Am I really going home?" "Yes." "Immediately?" "Immediately." Lucy nearly hugged him. Then she remembered that he was still an officer and decided that a handshake was safer. "Thank you." He nodded. "You were difficult." "I know." "Very difficult." "I know." "But you never stopped trying." Lucy smiled. "Neither did you." Mr. Mooney arrived shortly afterward. He had wonderful news. Lucy had been formally released. Furthermore, her unusual situation had attracted enough attention that someone had decided she deserved a small recognition for her persistence and courage. Lucy looked at the medal. She laughed. "I did not expect this." "Neither did I." Mr. Mooney smiled. "You earned it." Lucy held it carefully. She thought about the week. At first she had been angry, then frightened, then frustrated. But somewhere between the confusion and the endless paperwork, she had learned something. People often met unexpected situations by complaining about what had gone wrong. Sometimes that was necessary. But after complaining, someone still had to decide what to do next. Lucy had discovered that she could adapt. She could laugh. She could help others. And she could remain herself even in a place where everyone expected her to behave differently. Mr. Mooney looked at his watch. "Tomorrow morning, you return to work." Lucy stared at him. "Tomorrow?" "Yes." "You mean I get one day at home?" "Of course." Lucy smiled. "A whole day?" "Yes." "Without paperwork?" Mr. Mooney hesitated. "Probably." "Without military orders?" "Certainly." "Without you?" He smiled. "That may be impossible." Lucy groaned. Some things apparently never changed. They returned to her apartment. The beach towel was still hanging over the chair. Lucy picked it up. She looked at Mr. Mooney. "I am going to the beach. Mr. Mooney nodded. Good. You should. She looked surprised. You're not coming? I have work. Lucy laughed. You finally admit it. He smiled. But before you go, I have one more letter for you. Lucy opened it. It was from her son. The message was simple. He said he was proud of her. Lucy smiled. She folded the letter and placed it carefully in her purse. Then she looked at Mr. Mooney. You know something? What? This whole week began because I wanted to avoid working on Saturday. And now I think I actually learned something useful. What? That sometimes life gives you a completely unexpected assignment. And you can either spend all your time complaining about it, or you can find a way to make the best of it. Mr. Mooney nodded. That is surprisingly wise. Lucy smiled. I have another lesson. What is it? Never trust a letter that begins with an official seal. Mr. Mooney laughed. Lucy opened the door. The sunlight filled the apartment. For the first time all week, she had nowhere she needed to be. She stepped outside. Then she stopped. Mr. Mooney called after her. What now? Lucy looked back. I forgot my beach towel. She ran inside. Mr. Mooney shook his head. Some people could survive almost anything. He smiled. Lucy returned a moment later. Together they walked down the street. The weekend was waiting. And for once, nobody was keeping track of the minutes. The next morning, Lucy woke before the alarm. For several seconds she remained perfectly still, staring at the ceiling. Then she remembered. She was home. There was no training schedule waiting for her. No officer was going to shout instructions. No one was going to tell her to carry equipment across an obstacle course. And most importantly, nobody was going to tell her that she had to report somewhere before breakfast. Lucy smiled. Then she heard a knock at the door. She sat up. For one terrible moment, she wondered whether the military had changed its mind. Another knock came. Lucy hurried to the door. It was Mary Jane. Mary Jane looked at Lucy, then at the small metal pin to her jacket. She opened her mouth. Lucy raised a finger. Do not ask. Mary Jane nodded. I was only going to ask whether you still wanted to go to the beach. Lucy stared at her. The beach. She had completely forgotten about the beach. After everything that had happened, the simple idea of sitting beside the ocean suddenly seemed like the greatest luxury in the world. She grabbed her beach bag. I am ready. Mary Jane smiled. You have not even had breakfast. I have survived military training. Breakfast can wait. They walked toward the beach together. For the first few minutes, Lucy said almost nothing. She watched people carrying umbrellas, towels, baskets, and children. Everything looked ordinary. That was what made it wonderful. A few days earlier, she had thought an ordinary Saturday was boring. Now she understood that ordinary could be a gift. Mary Jane asked her what had happened during her strange adventure. Lucy began telling the story. She described the paperwork. She described the officers. She described the training. She described the obstacle course. Mary Jane laughed so hard that she had to stop walking. Lucy finally laughed too. You should have seen me trying to climb that ladder. I can imagine. No, you cannot. I became stuck halfway. How? I do not know. The ladder, and I simply disagreed about where I was supposed to go. Mary Jane laughed again. Lucy smiled. There was something comforting about being able to tell the story now. While it was happening, every mistake had felt enormous. Now those same mistakes seemed almost harmless. They reached the beach. Lucy spread out her towel. She sat down and closed her eyes. The sound of the waves rolled gently across the shore. Mary Jane handed her a cold drink. Lucy took it. For several moments, neither woman spoke. Then Lucy opened one eye. You know what I learned? Mary Jane smiled. What? That I never want to hear the words regulation or paperwork again. Mary Jane laughed. Lucy closed her eyes again. Unfortunately, her peaceful afternoon did not last long. A familiar voice came from behind her. Mrs. Carmichael. Lucy opened both eyes. Mr. Mooney stood there. She stared at him. What are you doing here? I was passing by. You were passing by the beach?
Yes.
With a briefcase? It is a very portable briefcase. Lucy looked at Mary Jane. Mary Jane looked at Mr. Mooney. Nobody believed him. Mr. Mooney finally admitted that he had come to discuss business. On the beach? Your apartment is unusually far from my office today. Lucy sighed. You came here to work. I came here to speak with you. That is what people call work when they're trying to make it sound pleasant. Mr. Mooney sat down. He looked toward the ocean. After a moment, he admitted that the beach was actually quite pleasant. Lucy smiled. Do you want a drink? Is it expensive? It is free. Then I would like one. Mary Jane handed him a drink. Mr. Mooney took a sip. He looked surprised. This is good. Lucy nodded. You should try relaxing more often. I relax. When? When you are asleep. Sometimes. Lucy laughed. The three of them sat together. For once, Mr. Mooney did not open his briefcase. He simply watched the waves. Lucy noticed. She did not say anything. Some moments were better when nobody tried to explain them. After a while, Mr. Mooney spoke. You know, Mrs. Carmichael, I have been thinking about what happened. That sounds dangerous. He ignored the remark. You were placed in a situation you did not expect. You were confused. You were frustrated. But you adapted. Lucy looked at him. Thank you. I am not finished. Of course not. Mr. Mooney continued. You also helped some of the other trainees. Lucy shrugged. They needed help. That is what people do. Mr. Mooney nodded. Perhaps that is what I forget sometimes. Lucy looked at him with genuine surprise. Mr. Mooney rarely admitted that he had forgotten anything, especially something important. He looked at the ocean again. I spend so much time worrying about schedules, accounts, deadlines, and rules that sometimes I forget why people work in the first place. Lucy smiled. To pay for sandwiches? Mr. Mooney laughed. Among other things. Lucy looked at the children playing nearby. She thought about Jimmy. She thought about the letters. She thought about how quickly life could become complicated. Then she realized something. Work was important. Responsibility was important. Rules were sometimes necessary. But none of those things mattered much if a person forgot the people waiting for them at home. Mary Jane noticed the thoughtful expression on Lucy's face. You're thinking about your children.
Yes.
Lucy reached into her purse and took out Jimmy's letter. She read it again. The letter was still short, but somehow it felt longer than before. She smiled. He does not write much, but when he does, he always manages to say exactly what he means. Mr. Mooney nodded. Children have a way of doing that. Lucy looked at him. You sound like you know something about children. Mr. Mooney immediately looked toward the sea. I know many things. That was not an answer. It was the answer you were getting. Lucy laughed. The afternoon passed quietly. Eventually, Mr. Mooney stood. I should return to the office. Lucy looked at him. You are leaving?
Yes.
Are you going to work? Of course. She smiled. Good luck. He took several steps, then turned around. Mrs. Carmichael. Yes. Tomorrow, when you return to work, I want you to arrive on time. Lucy stared at him. After everything I have been through, that is what you choose to say?
Yes.
She laughed. All right. I will arrive on time. Mr. Mooney nodded. Then he added quietly, and take your full lunch hour. Lucy blinked. What happened to you? Nothing. You are becoming reasonable. Do not spread that rumor. He walked away. Lucy watched him disappear into the crowd. Mary Jane smiled. I think your boss has changed. Lucy shook her head.
No.
I think he has simply been to the beach. The next morning, Lucy returned to work. She entered the office carrying her handbag, her papers, and a new sense of confidence. Mr. Mooney was already waiting. "Good morning, Mrs. Carmichael." "Good morning, Mr. Mooney. You are early."
I know.
"I wanted to surprise you." "You have." Lucy sat down. Mr. Mooney handed her a stack of papers. She looked at them. Then she looked at him. "Is this all?" "For the morning." She smiled. "That is manageable." Mr. Mooney looked surprised. "You seem different." "I am different. The military changed me."
How?
Lucy thought about it. "I discovered that I can survive almost anything." Mr. Mooney nodded. "That is useful." "And I discovered something else."
What?
"I am not afraid of making mistakes anymore." Mr. Mooney leaned back.
Why?
"Because I know that making a mistake does not mean you have failed. Sometimes it simply means you need to stop, understand what happened, and try again." Mr. Mooney smiled. "That is a very sensible philosophy."
Thank you.
"I was not complimenting you." Lucy laughed. Then she began working. The office was quiet. For several minutes, everything went smoothly. Then the telephone rang. Lucy answered. It was Mary Jane. Lucy listened. Her face became serious. Then she smiled. What happened? Mary Jane had discovered that the beach committee was organizing a community picnic. Everyone was invited. Lucy looked at the clock. She looked at Mr. Mooney. He was already looking at her.
No.
Lucy had not even asked yet. I did not say anything. Your face did. Mr. Mooney sighed. What time is the picnic? Lucy smiled. Saturday afternoon.
He thought about it.
Then he said something Lucy never expected. We can finish the important work before then. Lucy blinked. You're allowing me to go? I am not allowing you to do anything. You are an adult. Lucy smiled. That is the nicest thing you have ever said. Mr. Mooney returned to his paperwork. Do not become sentimental. Lucy returned to hers. But she was smiling. The week continued. There were deadlines. There were mistakes. There were unexpected problems. There were also small moments of kindness. Lucy helped a new employee understand the filing system. Mr. Mooney listened when someone had a problem instead of immediately demanding an explanation. The office became slightly more relaxed. Nobody mentioned it. Everyone noticed it. On Saturday afternoon, Lucy returned to the beach. This time she was not escaping work. She had finished what she needed to finish. She had spent time with her children. She had brought food. She had brought the beach towel. And she had brought the medal she had received. Jimmy noticed it. Mom, what is that? Lucy looked at the medal. It is a long story. Can you tell me? Of course. She sat beside him. She explained that sometimes adults made mistakes. Sometimes institutions made mistakes. Sometimes paperwork made mistakes. But the important thing was not pretending mistakes never happened. The important thing was correcting them and learning from them. Jimmy listened carefully. Then he asked the question Lucy knew was coming. Were you scared? Sometimes. What did you do? I kept going.
Jimmy thought about that.
Then he smiled. That sounds brave. Lucy smiled back. Maybe bravery is not being fearless. Maybe it is knowing that something is difficult and choosing to keep going anyway. Mr. Mooney arrived carrying a large basket. Lucy looked at him. What is that? Lunch. She smiled. Did you buy it?
Yes.
Did you keep the receipt? Mr. Mooney stared at her. Lucy laughed.
You have learned too much from me.
They sat together. The sun slowly moved toward the horizon. People talked. Children played. The waves came and went. Nothing dramatic happened. And that was exactly what Lucy wanted. Life did not always need a grand adventure. Sometimes happiness was simply sitting beside people you cared about and realizing that everything was finally where it belonged. Mr. Mooney raised his glass. To peaceful Saturdays. Lucy raised hers. to peaceful Saturdays. Mary Jane joined them, to fewer mistakes. Lucy smiled, and to remembering that people matter more than paperwork. Mr. Mooney nodded. That may be the most important rule of all. Lucy looked toward the ocean. She thought about the strange journey that had begun with an ordinary letter. She had wanted to escape work. Instead, she had discovered courage. She had wanted an ordinary weekend. Instead, she had received a story she would remember for the rest of her life. And perhaps that was the funny thing about life. The moments we try hardest to avoid sometimes become the moments that teach us the most. Lucy stood and walked toward the water. Jimmy followed. Mary Jane followed them. Mr. Mooney remained behind for a moment. Then he removed his shoes. Lucy looked back. Are you coming? He hesitated, then smiled.
Yes.
He walked toward them. For once, there was no schedule, no deadline, no form, no regulation. Just the sound of laughter, the warmth of the afternoon, and the quiet certainty that tomorrow would bring another day. And whatever happened tomorrow, Lucy knew she could face it. After all, she had already survived the most dangerous thing of all, a Saturday at work. The following Monday began quietly. Lucy arrived at the office before Mr. Mooney. She placed her handbag on the desk, arranged her papers, and looked at the clock. For once, she was not late. A few minutes later, Mr. Mooney entered. He stopped when he saw her. You are early. Lucy smiled. I am becoming a model employee. I would not go that far. They both laughed. The morning passed without unusual incidents. Lucy finished her correspondence. She organized the files. She answered the telephone. She even managed to complete everything before lunchtime. Mr. Mooney looked at the clock. I must admit, Mrs. Carmichael, you have become remarkably efficient. Lucy leaned back. Perhaps I simply needed a little adventure. Mr. Mooney shook his head. Please do not have another one. I have no plans. Good. I would like to keep my remaining hair. Lucy looked at him. You still have plenty. That is because I have never been assigned to a military obstacle course. Lucy laughed. Then the telephone rang. She answered it. It was Mary Jane. There was going to be another gathering at the beach that weekend. Lucy smiled. She promised to come. When she hung up, Mr. Mooney was watching her. Another beach trip?
Yes.
You are becoming quite fond of the beach. I have decided that weekends are better when people actually enjoy them. Mr. Mooney considered this. Perhaps you are right. Lucy looked at him. Did you just agree with me? Only temporarily. I knew there had to be a catch. They returned to work. The day continued. Nothing extraordinary happened, and Lucy discovered that she no longer needed extraordinary things to appreciate an ordinary day. That evening, she returned home. Jimmy was waiting at the table with a letter in his hand. Mom, I wrote you another letter. Lucy smiled. You are writing more often now. It is because I found something important to say. What is that? Jimmy handed her the letter. Lucy opened it. He had written about school, his friends, and a small project he had completed. At the end, he wrote that he had learned something from her. Lucy looked at him. What did you learn? Jimmy thought for a moment that when something goes wrong, you should not give up just because it is inconvenient. Lucy smiled. That is a very good lesson. I learned another one. What? Sometimes adults do not know what they are doing either. Lucy laughed. Where did you learn that?
From you.
She hugged him. That evening, Lucy sat by the window and watched the lights outside. The strange military adventure already felt like a distant memory. Yet she knew she would never forget it. Not because of the confusion. Not because of the paperwork. Not because of the ridiculous circumstances. She would remember it because it had shown her something about herself. She had discovered that courage could be quiet. It could be laughing when everything seemed absurd. It could be asking for help. It could be helping someone else. It could be admitting that you were wrong. And sometimes courage was simply getting up the next morning and trying again. The next Saturday, Lucy went to the beach with her children. Mary Jane was already there. Mr. Mooney arrived later carrying a basket. Lucy looked at him suspiciously. What is in there?
Food.
You bought enough for everyone?
Yes.
You are changing. Do not remind me. They sat together beneath the warm afternoon sun. Jimmy ran toward the water. Lucy watched him. Then she looked at Mr. Mooney. You know, I used to think the best weekends were the ones where nothing happened.
And now?
Now I think the best weekends are the ones where you have people to share them with. Mr. Mooney nodded. That is probably true. Lucy smiled. And sometimes a ridiculous mistake can teach you something valuable. Mr. Mooney looked at her. I have one question.
What?
If another official letter arrives, what will you do? Lucy immediately answered. I will read it very carefully. And then? I will make sure the name is correct. And if it is not? She smiled. I am moving to another apartment. Everyone laughed. The afternoon slowly turned into evening. The children gathered their things. Mary Jane folded the towels. Mr. Mooney packed the food. Lucy stood for a moment and looked toward the sea. The waves moved gently beneath the fading sunlight. She remembered the morning when she had stood by the window wishing she could escape work. She had wanted an easy day. Instead, she had received confusion, embarrassment, unexpected friendship, and a lesson she had never expected to learn. Life rarely asked permission before changing direction. Sometimes it simply opened a door and pushed you through it. The important thing was what you did after that. Lucy picked up her beach towel. Jimmy called for her. Mom, come on. I am coming. She walked toward her family. Mr. Mooney followed behind. For once, he was not carrying a briefcase. Lucy noticed. She smiled. You forgot something. What? Your briefcase. Mr. Mooney looked toward the office building in the distance.
No.
I did not forget it. I left it there on purpose. Lucy stopped. Then she laughed. Perhaps there was hope for him, after all. They walked home together. The street was calm. The evening air was warm. Lucy held Jimmy's hand. Mary Jane walked beside them. Mr. Mooney followed at a comfortable distance. Nobody spoke for a while. There was no need. The adventure was over. The mistake had been corrected. The paperwork had finally been put away. The lesson remained. People could make mistakes without becoming failures. Rules could be important without becoming more important than kindness. Work could give life purpose without becoming all of life. And laughter could make even the strangest situation easier to bear. Lucy looked at the people around her and smiled. She had once believed that a perfect Saturday meant escaping responsibility. Now, she understood something better. A perfect day was not a day without problems. It was a day when problems did not stop you from appreciating the people beside you. She looked at Jimmy. She looked at Mary Jane. Then she looked at Mr. Mooney. Mr. Mooney raised an eyebrow. What? Nothing. Lucy smiled. I was just thinking that you are not such a terrible boss after all. Mr. Mooney smiled. And I was thinking that you are not such a terrible employee. Lucy laughed. That is practically a declaration of affection. Do not exaggerate. Too late. They continued walking. The sun disappeared beyond the buildings. The first lights of the evening appeared in the windows. Lucy took a deep breath. Tomorrow there would be work. There would be letters. There would be telephones. There would probably be another argument with Mr. Mooney. There might even be another unexpected problem. But she was no longer worried. Whatever happened, she knew she could face it. And if the world handed her another impossible piece of paperwork, she would simply take a deep breath, read it carefully, and remember that behind every mistake was a person trying to make things right. Sometimes life was confusing. Sometimes it was inconvenient. Sometimes it was unexpectedly funny. But it was always worth living with courage, patience, kindness, and a little laughter. Lucy smiled as she walked home. For the first time in a long while, she was not trying to hurry toward tomorrow. She was simply enjoying today. And that, she decided, was the best lesson of all.